The N3 Toll Concession says it expects a busy weekend as holidaymakers head home. Road users have been advised to plan ahead as officials predict between 1,500 and 2,000 vehicles per hour travelling in a northbound direction towards Gauteng. Our reporter Nobuhle Modise joins us live from the Mariannhill Toll Plaza. Nobuhle, great to catch up with you. Talk to us about the traffic. How heavy is it? Those numbers that we talked about, 1,500 to 2,000 per hour?
Good afternoon, Hugo. The traffic right now isn't as we've seen in the past before COVID, and you know, when the province was still at its prime in terms of tourism, or when people were still coming to the province in their numbers, because we do know that the Transport Department has also, mentioned that there's a decrease in terms of crashes. There's a 13% decrease in crashes and about a 10% decrease in fatalities, and that you can say is related to the people that are coming into the province that are not as much as we've seen in previous years, obviously because of the issues that the province has suffered, like those April floods that caused a lot of infrastructural damage, and the province is still recovering from that. And we know the issue with the beaches, the eco-line, the beaches. We know that the Umhlanga Tourism Board had announced that they had a few cancellations in terms of bookings of people coming into the province and into that area. So not as much activity at this toll plaza. I think that earlier, maybe in the morning when people were planning their trips, they planned ahead and left early morning, but for now traffic is flowing as usual, and it's flowing normally. We know that in the morning that's when people do plan their trips, and yesterday there was that alert from the South African Weather Services regarding the weather. We did have heavy downpour from Thursday until yesterday, and obviously they were warning motorists to just plan ahead if they can not travel between those days, and I anticipate that people did then make that traveling today. But we're not seeing a lot of activity here at this particular toll plaza. Traffic is flowing as usual. The N3 Toll Concession did mention that there would be around 1,500 to 2,000 vehicles per hour. That has gone down. When we did last check, there was about 700 vehicles per hour passing through here, Hugo.
Well, never mind the fact that the numbers have come down, but certainly to see the statistics come down in terms of the number of crashes and fatalities on the route is always a welcome. And I see that the weather seems to be holding out, and that's always a challenge when it comes to long-distance travel. If the rain is heavy, it also enhances the number of crashes that you're likely to have, Nobuhle.
Indeed, and the Transport Department sees this as a breakthrough, that there's a decrease, but obviously we'll get official numbers when this festive season period is over, when they then tally up and tell us exactly, the decrease. For now, those numbers are tentative, where they're saying that there's a 13% decrease in terms of crashes and a 10% decrease in terms of fatalities. But it is a breakthrough, as the Transport Department has said, and the weather is also holding up, like you are saying, and that means that people who did travel today were then able to travel comfortably, as opposed to if they had traveled yesterday and on Thursday.
Nobuhle Modise, I appreciate your time, and she's coming to us from the Mariannhill Toll Plaza.